to let's play Shadow of Memories. That's supposed to be the way I said that. Okay, let's get ending B1 and B2. Of course, I have to go through the freaking whole chapter again, but it shouldn't be too bad with, you know, skipping through pretty much everything. Yeah, I want to try something, though. Go in here. Dog barking in the background. Okay, now he's showing the watch thing, right? Have we even got it now? Well, we still got it. I don't know if that made any difference, really. But I want to try to see if we can interact with Oleg. Because the walkthrough does mention that you can talk to him again. And he'll say something a bit different. Wrong room. There. Is he even there? No. Well, whatever, let's get on with it then. You know, we'll have the game sped up from here.
Of course, it's not sped up for me, it'll be sped up when I actually get around to editing it. Because even though I'm going to be skipping through all the scenes leading up to the actual ending itself, it will still likely take time, obviously. Everything takes time. Oh shit, I forgot I still have to get the energy units all over again. I could have picked up an energy unit before teleporting now that I think about it. Oh man, seriously. I gotta do this shit all over again. Energy unit 1. Well, actually, I don't really need all that many energy units, really. Well, actually, I probably need at least 3, I think. 3 energy units. So I've got to teleport to the, I forget. Like, a week or so from this point in time here. And then you got to teleport to the present, and actually that's about it, I think. Is it up here? Yeah. And units. Redstone. I wonder if this will change my score kind of thing in extra mode, where it shows like what's the shortest time I've completed each chapter. This chapter always said like 20 minutes or so, so this is bound to make a difference by skipping scenes. Oh, I don't care. Still making your stew? Actually, it doesn't really matter all that much, really, does it? 'Cause even with teleporting to that, I can just pick up some more energy units, really. At least one. I don't really need to go overboard looking for them. I wonder if I can get all 3 endings in this just one part here. We'll see, I suppose. We'll see that I'm going in the wrong direction, I suppose. Might as well pick up another energy unit while we're here. alright. Wait, now we can pick up that as well. We're all good, it's all good, man. Yeah, I'll probably be able to get all 3 endings in one part here. I mean, even if I wasn't gonna have to spin the game part and all that, whatever, sped up, it's still only be like 6 minutes. And like, yeah, the scene with Hugo where he's all like, "Hey, bring homunculus." I'll be pretty much just like skipping that because it's pretty much the same as the last time. And then all I have to do is head to a certain area and boom.
Well, not straight away, but you gotta just like, okay, might as well from this point not have the game sped up, because now we're going to wait. No, actually, still have it sped up. Actually,
Because we still technically have to go to the square. Yeah. After that, I'll have the game at normal speed and my commentary at normal speed as well. Because then we will actually finally do something to actually get the ending.
Hugo!
Hugo!
I'm not teleporting to the past for that shit. There's no point. Well, actually, there is. For ending, gonna have the normal speed now. For ending B2 and ending A, you actually do have to travel to the past.
Didn't I tell you to...
You don't say anything different, do you, Hugo? You remember the fortune teller? I mean, it's been a long time since we actually visited the fortune teller, but it plays a role in ending B1 and ending A. We're going for B1 first, though. It's open now for some reason.
Welcome. Yes?
Why wasn't it available in all chapters at a later point of the
Would you
game?
really like to know?
If you really don't mind telling me.
Could it be that you are here because you have some idea of what that answer will be? I met you, what, long ago. I could not have imagined then that we would meet again under such circumstances. I'd listened to Hugo talking, of course, but how could I have believed these wild fantasies about time travel? That is, until I became what I was and saw you again. Yes, long ago I was called Helena.
Plot twist!
I had a life of my own and 2 children named Margaret and Hugo. But I was also very ill. When we first met, I couldn't even raise myself from the bed anymore. And soon afterwards, I died. All that was left of my existence was a lock of hair, as it should have been. But Hugo, my son Hugo, found the homunculus device that his father had been experimenting with. And he used my hair in the machine. Mother? Hugo! What are you? Please stop this. Hugo, send me back. Help me.
What are you doing here?
Oh?
Father, I...
Never mind. Just get out.
That was before he disappeared
Father!
there.
But
You
Father!
are not to enter this room again.
Hugo's act brought back my spirit alone to this world, stripped of the protection of the body, and the disembodied spirit kept forever from rest. Has been wandering this earth through time, and will for all eternity.
Have you told him? Told Hugo about this?
No, I have not told Hugo. He cannot see me, nor hear me.
Why are you helping me?
You're very special. You can hear my voice. The only people I can reach are those who have ended their stay in this world of the living and are on their way to the next.
Oh, great. So I have one foot in the grave. Is that it?
Perhaps, but you are trying to deflect your destiny away from immediate death. And the cause of your death rests with Hugo, my son. So I suppose I was hoping that fate could be swayed, just like that creature is. I know how powerful fate is, but I still hoped, though of course, for a very different reason from the creatures.
The creature?
Homunculus. My husband did not create it. You know, its true nature is far from that. It's a kind of genie trapped in the philosopher's stone. All my husband did was free it.
That can't be.
What I've told you, I pieced together from what other souls told me in my wanderings. Ever since I became what I am now. Of course, not all of it may be true. I've kept you long enough, haven't I? You must go. Fate is something that belongs to you, and the only one who can change it is yourself. My work is near its end. There is only one thing I ask of you. Should you ever see Hugo again, tell him you have done an unforgivable thing, but I forgive you, even if no one else can.
Oh. Well, of course, he's gone to freaking see Hugo again. I mean, this was much as obvious, woman. But yeah, shit, no door now. The plot thickens. This is what I mean about this game. Oh wait, it's right there actually. So now the door is still actually there. We're just facing a different building, but you get the idea. Each ending is like different, and it's like so many ways. It's like it makes it so that the actual like true ending is ambiguous because there probably isn't really a true ending. It's probably like I don't know. It's one of those ambiguous kind of games where the ending is just not really. It could be any way really.
Hugo!
Hugo.
Well, Did you bring homunculus?
Did you take a look at where your house used to be?
Yeah. I went over there. It's like a gutted box. There's nothing there. Everything's gone. No trace of the way we used to live. No happy memories. How could I ever forgive you for that?
Your mother. She's still there.
That's a lie! You think I'd fall for that trick? Yeah, right. You can't get me that way.
Look, of course she isn't there in the physical sense. But she says her spirit's been around this whole time. And she said she forgives you. All this happened just now.
You... Are you trying to pull the wool over my eyes?
I swear, I'm telling you the truth.
Wretched experiment.
All right then. Don't you dare move.
He's convinced
I'm
without
gonna
him
go
mentioning
over
it?
there and
What the
take a
fuck?
quick look. I'll know if you try anything, so don't even think about it. Damn, it's just a ruin after all. He tricked me.
Hugo.
How can he
Mother?
suddenly hear her now then?
Hugo? What's wrong, Hugo?
Hugo. Hugo.
Oh, God! It's Mother! It's her voice!
What are you talking about? I don't hear a thing.
You wait here, okay? I have to take a look around.
But, Hugo...
Mother? You're here, aren't you? Mother! It's me, Hugo!
Oh shit.
Hugo. You have done something that can never be excused or forgiven. You should have understood the sanctity of life. It is only given once to a single human being, and its weight is beyond measure.
But I...
Oh, I understand how you feel. How could I not? Even if no one else can. My little Hugo. Would you like to come with me?
I'll go. I want to go with you, Mother.
Damn.
Hugo!
Mother!
Hugo!
It isn't safe.
But Hugo! Hugo!
Pull yourself together.
Still alive then? find out.
Hugo, my only... It was just the two of us. And now... Why? Why?
I know there's nothing I can say that'll make things easier for you right now. But I'm here for you. Just remember that, Margaret.
Hugo. Hugo.
So yeah, Hugo just can't catch a break with these damn endings, can he? Ending E, he just goes back with Margaret, and all is fine. For all the other endings, he usually dies, or gets like erased from existence in general. You know, also, I've noticed with Hugo and Margaret, they don't have the same eye color. That seems like more of a hint that Margaret is probably Eckerd's daughter Dana. I mean, it hints at it, but again, with the ambiguous endings, it makes it so that it could pretty much potentially be any of the endings. Blog. Now, how was it that it didn't have any rooms in there anymore? Were all the walls bulldozed from within, or what?
Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
You got Hugo killed again. Good job, man.
I was trying to change my destiny.
I say this every time.
And you did.
All this was for you? You used me to ensure you would exist,
It's the
that
same
no one
thing
would
again.
rewrite the script.
Makes sense, but still.
Now, let's not have all this unpleasant talk about using. I mean, who cares, really?
I say this all the time as well. Who cares?
Yes, you managed to preserve my destiny. If you had been killed, I would never have been born. Immortality has its perks, but you have to be given life first.
I see. So I was just being used. All your talk about an ancestor, was that just to get me to go back to that time?
Dude, she's standing right next to you.
Well, how should I know? Oh, by the way, I need the digipad back.
What about Margaret, though? Is she just gonna stay in that time period, or go back, or what?
Here. It's yours.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh.
What?
Oh?
Well, why don't you take her back to her own time?
Oh.
Who? Me?
Oh, I think I remember now.
Margaret, what do you want to do? Are you going back home or staying in this time?
I want to go home. Even if it means I'll be alone.
There. Give her a ride home. I've set it for one last trip. Hurry though, Ike.
Oh. I was just thinking that. And it was like, is this the point where I remember where it's like to potentially take it to other time periods? I must have just been remembering wrong. Because it doesn't seem you can actually do that. It's a shame, it'd be amusing if you could go to all the time periods like that. I remember doing something like that, but I guess I didn't. I must have just been where it was like, I thought you were gonna take me there instead. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get ending A as well in this part. It'll have to be saved for the next part, I guess. Yeah, that coloring on that looked a bit odd, didn't it? And it's even more of a wreck than I thought it was.
Take care, then.
You too, Ike. I guess it's goodbye.
Where's she gonna live now, though? Wait, what? 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 How? I thought he would just teleport back straight away. Where'd she go? I wonder if we can actually interact with anyone. Oh man, this is weird. I don't remember this. Hey, not even any of the energy units left. Yeah, there's still people around.
It blew up, didn't it? The alchemy house, I mean.
Why can we still interact with people? That's weird.
See? I tell you, sin does not go unpunished. That house, blown to bits. What an explosion.
What? I don't give a fuck. But seriously, where did Margaret go? You know, I wonder. Probably not. Probably doesn't even serve any purpose. The church is always there. It doesn't serve any purpose ever. But I'm gonna check it anyway. Nobody's in church as usual. Okay, let's just teleport back. It's weird though how they give you pretty much any amount of time for that. I mean, you'd expect to just go into cutscenes, but nope.
Here, I'm giving this back to you. She's safely back home now.
Well, she doesn't have one anymore.
What a nice guy I am.
Probably goes to live with relatives or something, I don't know.
Well, I suppose we won't be seeing each other again, Ike.
Hey, I wonder if that bar is still around.
Of course it's still
How to
around.
Celebrate for staying alive today.
Shouldn't this wording have been, is that bar still open, not still around? That makes no sense. It's like, did it go the way of the old alchemy house? It was weird that, though, wasn't it, when you interact with the fortune teller and find out there was Elena this whole time? Bit of a kind of, whoa, holy shit, real? Seriously? And then it's like, you see that the fortune telling building, the alchemist's house and all that, just like, once it like fades into how it looks in modern times, and it's all just decayed and shit. It's just like, wow. B ending. It doesn't even say B1 or B2, but there are two versions. It's all over, but somehow that guy with the glasses and the other guy with the glasses staring at me, they just look weird. It left me without a sense of finality. Isn't that Oleg, the other guy? Not the bar guy, the other guy. These endings are pretty damn long. Before continuing again, I want to check extra. Extra, read all about it. What are your results? Oh. No, it's chapter 8. Wait, no, that was chapter 8, though. Does it really take that long to get through chapter 8? You can't speed through it? Or maybe you can if you skip all the scenes, or maybe skipping the scenes doesn't matter because they'll add how long those scenes go on for even if you skip them. Probably. Still, look at that. 45 seconds of chapter 5. I mean 4. Anyways, speeding up the game here. You know, really, I could just, you know, off-screen that, you know, and kind of like just go through the chapter to get to that point. You know what, actually, I'll do that. I'll off-screen and I'll meet you at the square after doing all the usual shit. So, off-screening. Wait, what? You can go into there again?
Welcome.
Listen, will you tell my fortune
What
again?
was there inaccessible in that one chapter, though?
Well,
The fated hour is 4:30.
I see.
I see. I would add the percentage there.
Carefully. What I tell you is nothing more than one possible future.
Isn't it weird
The
now
shape of your
that we actually know that it's
destiny can
Helena or whatever her name's pronounced
depending
as?
on what actions you take.
I mean, it kind of adds
you
up,
can
because
return
other's the
here,
fortune teller is just
even
one of those
after the
characters that
appointed
tells you
hour
stuff,
has passed,
but doesn't really have a
then
background story
I will
or
tell for
anything.
you the next fortune.
Well, there is no next
Okay.
fortune. This is the final fortune. Badly adds the percent if you talk to her again, though.
Would you
Yeah. What was the time again?
do not
Oh, I must have already done that before then. What about the other one? No, nothing.
You had better hurry. The hour approaches.
Yeah, you got a point and all, so I guess I'll just go back to the past and off-screen the rest. I'll meet you at the square when I do everything else. Alrighty. You know what's odd about some of these endings is just like, how the hell would you know what to do? What? It just points it out, actually. I know I've once seen Homunculus here, so yeah, I guess it does give you a hint there. I was thinking, I mean, like, fortune teller, you could stumble upon that by accident, you know. Going back to the 16th century, that makes sense, because that's one of the things, the first thing to try to do. So you'd get ending C and D. Ending E, it kind of points out that you just gotta travel to the modern day and, like, check on the cafe and all that. So I suppose all hints, I guess, including this one. What it doesn't hint at is ending A, where you gotta do both for this and the fortune teller thing, but in the order of finding Homunculus in this time, and then go into the fortune teller before going to the square. But this, we're gonna get ending B again, essentially. So we go into just get Homunculus. What? We can actually go in here? Wait, could it be? You fucking kidding me? Ah, this was the freaking time period where you get the Margaret.
How is it? Have one of our new samples on that plate. It's called Margaret. It's a sweet from our city's past.
Shit, man. We gotta remember to do that for ending A then. Give that to Margaret before getting on with the ending, I guess. Wolfrin didn't even mention that it's in this time period where you get the freaking Margaret. So, Homunculus is, I think he's somewhere around here, maybe? He's in some kind of area, he's near a tree. kind of hard to really see anything in this damn time period, isn't it? So much snow. Pretty sure he's in an alleyway of some sort. It's that one place. It's around here somewhere. Yeah, this is the area. Should be around here, I think. I think. I know he's by a tree. Mongulus. Which shop is that? What? We could go to the antique shop in this time? Wait. How? What?
That sign is 100 years old. It's part of a Photoshop sign. It may look old, but it's got a certain feel to it.
How the fuck, woman? Actually, how do you look like at this time period?
Please feel free to look around.
Only slightly different. I guess she must be older than I thought. God damn it, where's Mongulus? I remember him being near a tree. Actually, I remember there being wherever that stair, where the stairs are. It's that one area that kind of, I don't know where he is on the map. Must be inwards somewhere. Maybe it's over here. Yeah, this must be the area. Around here somewhere. Or not. Homunculus! I distinctively remember you being in a specific location of this sort. What? We're just back at the freaking square. I remember he was by a tree. I just can't remember what bloody tree it was. Oh wait, there he is. You keep that in mind, Dad.
Hi. How are things? I'm not doing too well, as you can see. This body can get a little tiresome sometimes. It must be nice to have a human one.
Could you come with me for a second? Hugo's looking for you, and I have a few things I need to ask you too.
Hugo, eh? Which means you know who the killer is, I guess. Let me guess what Hugo's plan is. He's going to leave Margaret in the present and wipe you, a descendant, out that way.
You knew about this?
Since I was willing to give you time-traveling powers, you didn't expect me to just sit around, did you? I tested out a few histories. That particular outcome is just a variation on a theme. so it was fairly easy to guess. It's the sort of thing Hugo would think of. So please don't thank me, I just wanted to help. Switched kids. I found a baby just about the same age. Is the Margaret you know blonde and blue-eyed?
Oh!
What are you saying? Switched babies? Isn't Margaret an ancestress of mine?
Well, that's my theory. There's something uncanny about your involvement with that family, don't you think? It is, after all, the simplest explanation. Well, if she isn't a blonde, it means my plan worked. No matter what happens to Margaret, your existence is an assured fact. Don't worry. I'll switch things back to the way they were after all this is over.
You switched Margaret with Mr. Eckert's daughter?
So what, Anne? No big deal, I say. She was going to die alongside her mother, and I saved her life.
What?
It's harmless compared to Hugo trying to cancel your existence by stranding Margaret in the future, don't you think? Master Hugo's plans will fail, thanks to me.
Oh, God. So that's what really happened when Mr. Eckert's daughter disappeared. Wait a second. Did you murder his wife, too?
Me? As if I'd risk myself in doing that. Do you have any idea how fragile my body is? I have to take good care of it so that it won't break. I'm really not very strong. Just now, I had to rest a little here, and the next thing I know, there are people all over the crime scene. So I couldn't complete the switch. But I did manage to bring the real Margaret to this time. Under the name Dana, of course. No need to worry.
I don't believe the stunts you pull. These are people's lives. They're fates that you're dealing with here.
My voice acting.
You lost me there for a second, Ike. Sorry, but I'm not human, so I wouldn't know anything about that. But I do believe in the power of fate, you know. No matter how much you meddle, it always wants to go back to the way it was. It has a kind of homing instinct, if you catch my drift. That's why we're having so much trouble getting Death du jour off your menu.
I know what I said about not wanting to die, but you have to stop changing other people's destinies so casually. I mean, why do you have to go that far?
Well, if you're that unhappy about it, Ike, would you like me to change it back? Of course, it has to be after she's turned 20, after she's taken hostage by Hugo. Otherwise, there's no point in switching them in the first place.
20 years isn't something you can just erase from memory and relive. Don't you understand how serious time is?
Excuse me? Are you trying to lecture me, Ike? After all I've done for you? Humans are nothing but trouble. Really? Well, see you later then.
Wait! Where do you think you're going?
The plot thickens even more. See what I mean, man? This game's plot is damn interesting. The way it kind of, like, all comes together while also being
something
ambiguous.
Weird. Homing instinct?
Makes sense why
No
she felt
way.
comfortable in that time.
Was that
sort
it?
of.
So Dana is my... And Margaret is Mr. Eckert's daughter? Can that be it?
Wait, does that mean that Hugo is also his ancestor technically? If that's the case? then why was, well, I guess, like, Ike must have been descended from Dana instead of Hugo, I guess, maybe. Man, this recording's going on for a lot longer than I thought it would be. Interesting though, isn't it? You know, I recently, like, made and uploaded the trailer for October and it went on for freaking 20 minutes or more. It was mostly because I was showing clips from this game to kind of, like, show how different it is from the other two games I'm LPing for October. Kind of made it less of a trailer at that point, didn't it? Well, the previous years just, like, keep it kind of simple. It's like, prepare for this and that and that and that and that. And that was it. Like 3, 4, 5 minutes or so. Just showing the games, you know? But this time I end up freaking, like, just putting too many freaking clips. Mostly from this game, because there's just so many cutscenes, you can't just be like, oh, this was a random moment to happen without it dragging on for like 20 seconds or more.
Hugo! Where's Homunculus? Get a move on, all right?
Hugo, stop this.
Hurry up! Or would you rather I leave her here in this age?
Go ahead.
Oh.
Huh?
She's the only family you've got left. Are you still going to leave her behind?
Shut up!
It's Eckert!
What? Settle down.
Mr. Eckert!
Damn it!
I was worried, so I followed you.
Let go of me!
Why didn't you help all the other times, sir?
Chance.
Are you okay?
Damn it! Let go! Let go of me!
Ow!
Oh,
Are you all right?
Eckert's determined.
Hey! Stop it!
No way! You won't get away from me as long as you're after Ike.
Help! Sis!
Hugo, stop this. Please, I'm begging you to stop.
See that? You've got family of your own, and you don't treat family that way. And Ike? He has people he cares about too. Don't you ever forget it. I feel the same way about my family. You think there's a parent worth his salt out there who doesn't care about his children? You understand what I'm saying? I'm someone's parent and you're someone's child. So I'm telling you, end this right here, right now. Even if you keep trying, I won't let you do it. You understand? Promise me you'll end this.
Okay.
Just like, okay.
Hugo.
Hugo,
Sis, I'm really sorry. Can we go home?
Like ending E all over again.
I'm sorry about everything. Forget the Philosopher's Stone. It's okay now.
Hugo.
Come on, sis. Let's go home. When we get there, I promise I'll destroy the time-traveling device.
What? Seems a shame.
It is. It's like ending
It's my
E
way
again.
of making amends and turning over a new leaf.
Only
I
with
left the
Eckert
machine
to the
outside
rescue
town.
instead.
I'm ready to go.
Well, then I guess it's goodbye.
Take care of yourself.
Why? Well, maybe it's because it would be, I don't know, because of all the time they've spent in the past.
Good luck.
It's not gonna say to Eckert, it's like, oh, by the way, that's your daughter, actually.
I wasn't sure whether I could pull it off, but what did you think? How was my performance as the righteous parent?
Don't say that. It wasn't a performance.
Really? You know, that girl just now, I guess my little girl Dana would have sort of looked like her.
How the hell would he
She had
know?
a
It was a
chance to
baby
grow
when
up.
he last saw her.
I got this strange feeling looking at her.
Look at his
Hello?
eyes. God, this recording's going on forever. 57 minutes. Don't tell me it'll be split into 2 parts just for this. I'll have to use Movie Maker, it's gonna suck.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. By the way, Mr. Eckert, how's the arm?
Don't worry about it. It's nowhere near the punishment I deserve. I just hope you can be content with it.
Oh, look, I'm not...
Well, anyway, I don't exactly know who they were, but I hope that kid and his sister have a good life.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I guess I'll be going now. What about you?
Oh, I'll be okay.
All right. Feel free to drop by again anytime you like. I'm looking forward to it. Take it easy till then, okay?
I will.
So I'm expecting him to disappear the way Homunculus does then. It's like, what the hell? I could was Homunculus all along. No. That'd be a twist though, wouldn't it? Like, god damn it, game, you've got enough plot twists as it is. Well, at least Hugo didn't die that time. So that makes 2 endings so far where he doesn't die. Epilogue time. I think it ends the same way, sort of. Because it just, ending B just has 2 variations.
Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
I was trying to change my destiny.
But I always have to say the same thing at the end of each ending.
But
well,
was it
the start
all
of
for
an ending,
you?
Daniel.
You used me to make sure that you would be created, that no one would rewrite that part.
Now, let's not have all this unpleasant talk about using. I mean, who cares, really?
I mean, like, who really gives a fuck, man?
Yes, you managed to preserve my destiny. If you'd been killed, I would never have been born. Immortality has its perks, but you have to be given life first.
I see. So I was just being
You know,
used.
what does Homunculus
All your
do
talk about an
anyway? I
ancestor,
mean, after all this,
was
what the
that
hell is
just
he
to
gonna
get
do
me
with
to
his
go back
time?
to
He's
that
immortal.
Well, how should I know?
He's just gonna mess with people just for the hell of it.
I need the digipad back.
Can you imagine someone having immortality? This, well, actually that happens, isn't it? Like, in fiction, you have an immortal character that just sleeps for hundreds of thousands of years. Just like, got immortality and you're wasted by sleeping. It's just like, well, I ran out of things to do, so I just went to sleep.
But what?
Huh?
Oh well, you chose your own path after all. And I suppose we won't be seeing each other again.
That was
Your
different.
fate's in your own hands now, I'm afraid. Goodbye.
Hey,
It's been an hour of recording. You know, it's just like kind of image in my mind when he's disappearing, like someone throws a dagger or something and hits him in the head right
I
before
wonder
he
if that
teleports.
bar
It's
is
like,
still
ah!
around. I'll go celebrate for staying alive today.
Just like, I'm not very enthusiastic though. Hopefully it's not that freaking sea hair shit all over again. Symbiote is walking quite fast there. Skip the credits. B ending B. Pretty much ends the same way, but leading up to it is different. It's all over, but somehow he actually kind of looks like Link. Well, actually, not really. It left me without a sense of finality. It's just like, oh, yeah, we gotta get ending A for a bit more finality than that. And heck, there's like some extra bonus mode or something that has 2 other endings that are completely weird from what I hear, but I've not actually played them. What? The video just randomly stopped the capture card. I hope they recorded all that properly though. It shows that it was an hour or 2 minutes, so it probably did record all of that and just stopped at the end there or wherever, I don't know. But I'll see you next time for when we go through ending A. So I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.